Let's say hello to
Dmytro,
Dmytro.
hello.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Yeah,
We're
fine.
good, thank you. How are you? We heard that you were
Fine,
stuck in a
fine.
traffic jam. You made it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm on my way from Munich to Austria, and I just
Whoa.
rent uh, a space for a webinar, and I was stuck in a traffic jam. It was a heavy rain there, but it's okay. I'm here, and I'm happy to be with you today.
Cool.
That's good to hear.
So, and if you are thinking about that email marketing is evolving and AI evolving, and I don't know, maybe after like 4 years, the email marketer is no needed anymore because, as Erki said, that AI is doing the emails and then reading the emails.
Yeah.
So, but Dmitry exactly will talk that the evolving role of the email marketer, essential skills and metrics. So let's hear, is it like we will be like relevant after a couple of years or
I-
no?
Is the next Masters of Email Marketing where AI agents are competing
Yeah.
in between themselves?
Yeah, I don't believe in this, but my session today is kind of philosophical. It's not. Maybe we can discuss later about AI and the role of AI, how it can replace marketer. But first, my idea is to put everything in some framework, in some big concept to understand where and what should we do and how to measure success of, I don't know, marketing agent or email marketer, doesn't matter. But what have we observe, what have we to track to motivate email marketer to do the right things? So
All right.
it is a question I plan to cover today.
All right. Thank you. Let's hear it.
Okay, great. So before I start, quick introduction. So my name is Dmytro. I'm from Ukraine, and I have to do some like coming out. I'm a developer. Initially I'm a developer. I'm as a person who write a code, and usually developers are very bad marketer, and it works both sides. Marketers usually are very bad developers. So my way started from a coding, but it happens that about 20 years ago we started to do software for marketers, for email marketers in particular, and I became entrepreneur. And entrepreneur, it means that you have to understand business, not only how to write a code. And as we did a software for marketers, people know me as a marketer because of I communicate with email marketers. So I think my role is to be somewhere in the middle, the person who understands developers and understands marketers. And the email marketer is a person who cover everything, who always entrepreneur because of he have to understand the business goals and the customers and how everything works, and who we are if we are not developers, like Jay Oram said. So we have to understand so many things: how to write HTML code, how to make this code that works dark mode in Gmail or interactive things, or round corner around the button for Outlook. So not every even advanced HTML developer can do this. So email marketer have to understand this. And all these requests for integration, we have to know a lot of technical stuff from one side. And from other side, we have to understand who is our one person we write this email to be hyper personalized, how to choose the right message, and who we are if we are not a marketers. But I started with this conflict. Developers not very good marketers. Marketers is not very good developers. Who we are, who we are as email marketers. So I'm a developer who mostly known as a marketer, and we did software for marketers. It's a customer data platform, YESPO, mostly oriented for e-commerces. It is a user engagement platform for mobile application, is Ritano. So it's SDK, how to send not email, but mobile push messages. We have a class for, which is a pop-up manager. So we do a lot of things. But most of my time I spent in a Striper, and the Striper is email design platform. And before we do, let's maybe in the chat, if you can very quickly answer which group, based on your maturity, you belong yourself. So 0 means you're just starting. You're just trying to understand what to do, but never send your campaigns. 1 means you're a beginner. Beginner is a person who already sent emails, but very basic thing, like promotional, some triggers, like a welcome triggers, and do it constantly, have some experience, understand the numbers, but don't do any advanced stuff. 2 is experienced. It means that you do A/B testing, you can do advanced personalization and something like this. And Pro is even more. It means that you can explain everything. It's very rare we could meet something new. So if you can add in a chat which group you belong, I can adjust my talk more basic. So maybe I will skip some basic stuff, or from other side do something more advanced. So I'm looking to your comments and continue with the slides. So before we speak about the marketer, let's first understand very important message. What is a strategy? Because of email marketer have to implement some strategy, and we always have this question: can you build a strategy for me? And this question I had about 10 years ago when I only started to speak on a stage. Oh, maybe 15 years ago, from a stage. Time flies. So, can you do a strategy for us? Can you do again? No. Maybe you missed the first part of my introduction. I am a developer. I am not a marketer. I can't do strategy. No. But you read so many books. You have an experience. You have all that. Create a strategy for us. I'm like, it makes sense. I accepted the challenge. And my first strategy I created in the age without ChatGPT and I did manually and even wrote a lot of things by hand. It was like a document, more than 100 pages, that explains everything, why we have to do something, what should we do first, so a lot of things. And, customer was happy. I was happy. He paid me with all the respect. He printed it out, put it on his table on the honored place, and said, okay, it's a great work, we will do this. But which part of this, I would say, personal book was implemented? In fact, I think about 5%. Okay, we're all happy. I did a great work, but maybe 95% of this work I can skip. So why I did so in advance, so many work that was not really implemented. And in the development world, there is a concept to do something which is lean email marketing. Lean means you have to avoid waste. I'm just reading the comments, and claw so that it's not 2 and not 3, something in the middle. So we need to have a bigger scale, 2.5. So lean is a concept where we have constantly improve and eliminate waste, avoid waste. So one of the ways is a partially done work. So the work that's done, but not in production. And my strategy was exactly this waste. So I did a lot of work that never was in a life. Why I did this? Okay, maybe it would be better if I not do all this work, but can show the direction. If I create a vision and only like specify 5 steps to this goal, and then we will renew this and understand what have to be next if we have a vision. So I decided that it's kind of my mission in the industry to create this map that can easily show where you are at the moment and where you plan to be, and constantly track your way. So like I today had a Munich to Innsbruck by car. So the way can be changed. And it's not a tragedy. It's because of it's a traffic jam. It's because of it's a condition. It's because of something happened on the road. But it's not a problem. We will find another way. My goal to be in my exact point. But this map doesn't exist. It would be great if we have like a subway, metro lines, and we know where to start, where to finish. In my in my city, I am from Ukraine, Dnipro. It's one line metro. It's so easy. Even you choose the wrong direction, you will be in your place, maybe later. But can we create this map for email marketing? I was like, okay, we have to start with something fundamental for email. And I think it's a data. Because of the idea of a successful email marketing is a send right message to the right people at the right moment of time, in the right context, in the right language, using the right channel, right. And how to understand this right? What does it mean? We need to have a data. We need to analyze data. We need to have a clear data, not like a fake facts. So data is most important. And that is okay. Can we structure data in the levels? Level based on availability, how easy to get this data. And the easiest level is a basic. Basic you can get, just upload your list. Email, date of birth, last name, first name, position, something static. And you can do segmentation based on this. You can do your campaigns, basic campaigns. The next level, when you add the channel integration, when you know it's open or clicked or spammed or compliant for unsubscribed, everything. So he knows which link he clicked. So it's a channel. The next level, you add your CRM data, your purchases, your activity in loyalty program, your bonuses, everything you have there in your CRM. And the next level is a data from any kind of data. It can be behavior on a site, it can be behavior or activity in social networks, everything from this contact you can get. So level based on how easy we can get this data. But it's not enough. It's just not enough to build a map, and we need something else. And then I met the philosophy or approach from virtual app, from Aikido, and they have three levels of maturity of how you understand, how you do something, how you are good in something. So the first level is a shu, ha, second level, and ri, three levels, shu, ha, ri. And at the shu level, it's a level when you have to listen your sensei, listen your teacher, listen some expert, and do what he said. Never argue with him, never try to find your way to understand what he said. You just need to do what he said. Follow the rules, like if you do in martial art, and he says that you have to do something, I don't know, have some position like this, and say, no, I want different. I saw some in movies that I don't know, Jackie Chan did in a different way. So it doesn't work, because if you have to follow the rule, you have to build your practice, your experience. And next level is a high level, is a level when you have your experience and understand your conditions and understand that you cannot do this because of your leg now is hurt, because of it's wet somewhere on the street, because of you have a knife. And it's better to run. It's not necessary to follow some rules. You have your experience, and you can break a rule. You can experiment that you already did this. Can I try different? You understand the previous you experienced. So high level. And the next level is a re. Is when you understand something completely new. So you build your own direction of something. You cannot read this in a book. You just have it from your understanding of your business, your experience. So shu, ha, ri. Is a shu is a follow the rule. Ha is a break the rule. And ri is a be a rule, create a rule. So What it means for us. Money is what most important. It's why we are here. We all want to have more money. And yeah, show me your money. And it is in this graph. So most money, from my experience of 20 years in industry, and I see that most money in email you can have implementing best practices. Just do what you must to do. No some imagination, no some, just do what you must to do. And don't try to improve it. Don't try to do experiments. First, you must to do your homework, your to-do list. And then when you did this, you start to experiment. And not every experiment gives you a value. You spend more time, more energy, more money, and sometimes it leads even to the wrong result because of its experiment. Sometimes it gives you new knowledge, and when it gives you new knowledge, you understand something and changing your communication, and it's another way to have additional extra value, extra money. So let's go through this map and understand what we should do in each step. First, before we even start, before we have to pack our bag in our journey, we have to do a necessary thing like configure everything. Demarc, DKM, SPF, postmasters, warm up your, so prepare to go. So it's basic stuff. So when you did this, you need to build your to-do list. Read the books like email marketing rules from Chad White, or you in this conference have some notes from experts, Anna said, or Jay Oram and other guys after me will do something. So just do a checklist, and it is what you have to do in this stage, in the shoe level. It's an example, very basic for mostly e-commerces here. You have to do welcome series. You don't need any special activities. Seasonal promotion, like every week you have to send something. You can configure your birthday or anniversary offers. You can do a lot of these things in a basic level. Just do this, not go up. The next, when this is implemented, the example here can be birthday offer. All you need is a day of birth. Maybe you don't have it. So you can say, you can even celebrate his birthday without having it, and say, okay, maybe your birthday not today, but okay, you can say us when your birthday, and we will do some special offer for you for your real birthday. So we can have a data, we can create something for this. The next level is when you add information from channel communication. In email, it can be text messages, it can be mobile application, it could be web push or anything. But in email, it's a win-back campaign. So when you stop to read email, stop to open your email, stop to interact, you can say, okay, maybe we are not so useful for you. Maybe you want to unsubscribe and go for it, but maybe we can be better for you, and do something like this. So, or we can ask for feedback and review before we lost the focus. Or maybe we can reactivate him using another channel. We can do so many different things based on his activity on email. The next level is an example of win-back campaign, just a very, very basic thing. The next is orders. When you added the data about the purchases, so you can say, oh, thank you for purchase. You can ask for feedback. You can say, oh, it's a time to get back. You have you already have a loyalty program. It means that you understand his life cycle in your business. Is it in you? Should you work from conversion from first to second purchase? Should you keep him in a loyal VIP segment? And maybe for new customers, you have to describe who you are, give some special offers. For VIP, you need to show your respect to him, respect that he is with you, because he already knows about all your things, and maybe give sometimes gifts for him because of he is loyal. So different thing based on information you have. The next level is order confirmation example, pretty basic email too. The next level is when you understand what he did outside before purchase, for example, abandoned cart, abandoned views, abandoned categories, some re-engagement, you know what he saw. You can be much more personalized when you add this level of data, and can be much more relevant in terms of time when you do some offer. So, example of browse abandonment. So it's when you say, okay, you saw this store, we have it, something for you, we keep it for you. We maybe have some special offer for you. We can be delivery free, or maybe we can suggest you some alternatives to see. But it's just the best trigger, most efficient trigger. But we need to know who lost his browse, who was on a site. You have to authenticate sessions, and it's where email helps too. So from basic to big data, and there any email, even welcome email, can have extra personalization based on your activity. So any email from the button go up and became bigger, more value. So it's all shoe level. So in shoe level, you did so many things, 40 triggers, a lot of activities, and you're busy, very busy to implement and support all of them. So idea is how to do this. And you already have a data. When you do this, you already have gathered something you can compare. You have very accurate and organized system because of you have authenticated session for browser view. You have integration with your CRM. You have a data about the user behavior. You have a lot of things now. And to operate with them, usually you spend a lot of time. So you collect data, you create all these processes, you build the system. It's where you are at the moment. And now we need to optimize all this to free time for the next step. And the next, how to do this, first you need to remove everything that doesn't work, or that you spend a lot of time with real no value, no ROI. So they automate all your routine work and minify connections. Because of, especially if you're a big team, one person do coding, another do copywriting, another do design, and you also have to do localization if you do support multi languages. Somebody do segmentation or provide some data, and you always connect. Okay, does it work with this? Can you translate? Or I prepared the screenshot for you in a Figma, in a Photoshop. You prepare design, and somebody needs to adopt it. Some marketer saw the previous session. Okay, the activity is great. We have to do this, but a lot of communication. And this communication is kind of chaotic. We need to remove any unnecessary step. We need to organize our process in the right way. Maybe if you already have your design, create the modular design and create new design without Figma, just in your system that you use to build messages. So minify connections, track how many times you ask somebody and waiting for response. And optimize your template library, your email design system. So which modules you have, the variation of these modules, when to use these modules, and configure all the permissions. So the good email design system is the email design system that makes it very hard to create the wrong email. That you need to test every time. If you need to test it every time, it's a good practice, but it spends a lot of time. What if you already tested every module and you know that it works? Then when you create email from this module, you don't need really to test. Maybe you need to validate where you do test and it always works, and you go further. So you don't need to reiterate every time, every email, asking somebody to do this improvement. The next is try to adopt collaboration tools. It means that when you create this email, it's better if it works like in a Google Doc, when several users can do changes and add the comments, and you can reply. Not like create a screenshot, send in a Slack or by email and waiting for response, especially if you have several questions, and usually you need to prepare full, very organized answer and wait till it's all done. And if email is not delivered till you working on this process, you switch it. Maybe went for coffee and forgot, and somebody waited for your response. All this waste of time. It is in a lean, it is stack switching, it's partially done work too. So you have to organize this in the right way. So okay, you did this. You did to-do list, you optimized your time. What's next? And the next is a real place where real marketing starts. Because all the things before, I didn't even spend a lot of like time on each slide because of it just must have. If you do running, it just preparing. It's just to warm up. It just have right sports gears. It just be prepared for the real race. And the real marketing starts on a high level when you need to understand hypotheses, not when you need to build something. So in a high level, you need to answer two questions. What works and why works? And for this, in a lean concept, you need to build, measure, learn. So do something, check the result, understand from it, rebuild, and do it constantly. It means constantly improving. And to do this, you need to, again, ignite everything very good. You need to build the segment fast. You need to prepare right hypothesis. You need to understand how to keep all the knowledge you have from this and how to automate it. And it is a tricky thing because of the wrong thing if you do for answering the question, what should we test? Okay, Dmytro said that we should test. What should we test today? No, it's wrong. The right question is what should we learn? It's really not the greatest one. The greatest, what we will change if we learn from this. In this case, we need to do experiment because of when we have answer, we change. And it is a way how we can get on a real level. So bad experiments answer what works, good, why it works. Example of bad what question. So button color. It's a lot of books say, okay, use some red than green or gray because of it is a why. So you test it, okay, it works better. Why it works better? Because of it's a new, because of its accessibility thing, or because of why. When you understand why, you can reuse it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works temporarily because if you don't understand reason, you just do something, it works, okay. So it's very initial. Banner size, you have big or small to be on the first screen, or maybe do you need to put your introduction like, hello, nice to meet you. Do you need this? Maybe not. Maybe you need to go to the offer. Maybe you need to start from action. Like yesterday, I saw the presentation from Kennedy from UK. I don't know, you know him, but he said, okay, James Bond movie never start from something like he's sitting and gets the message and do so from inactive stage. It's always starting from shooting, from activity. Maybe your email have to be like this. So test it, banner frequency, how many emails you have to send, what should you do for activation, give an offer or free bonuses. So you test all this stuff. But you only answer the question, what works? And here a lot of mistakes, biggest one is do test for everybody and don't understand that here some works better, some worse, but you have the natural result. Or testing two small changes because if you will do your test forever. But I think the biggest when you don't understand the numbers of your test. If you had open rate 20% and then you have 25, is it better or not? If you click rate from 7, you start at 8, it's good or not? It's not necessarily good. Maybe you don't have enough data and it just no significance, or maybe they have more clicks but less purchase, or more purchase but for less value, or more value but a lot of unsubscriptions because if it was too aggressive. why we need to understand and not just measure one simple thing. So I keep you with this slide later. There are a lot of things to discuss and we're out of time. So we need to build hypothesis. Hypothesis is the most important thing in testing. You understand? Why? Okay, why is I don't open email? Maybe because of we are in a promotion and we have to be in priority. Do we need to go to priority? Maybe not. If it's a promotion email, promotion must be in promotion. Okay, we understand that we won't compete in a promotion. What we can do, maybe we have to do annotations. Annotations they will see in the best offers for him. Or maybe we need to replace our image-based email into text because of accessibility. Now accessibility works not only for people with restriction to get the information, but also for AI who can summarize email, a lot of things. And here in a slide, should we show like a price, or maybe we have to do a discount or say and 10% discount for jewelry. Is it good or not? We all love 50% discount, 60, 10 is enough. So you have a lot of ideas to test and think, oh, hypothesis. If we would say that our ring start from 25, it's okay because of it's cheap. But it's phones, it's not very cheap. But anyway, so why is very important as a knowledge. And you measure what works. If you do urgency, it's better to test one emotion, not big composition of things to understand. In this case, emergency works if only 2 days left for some big deal. If you do this deal every day, maybe emergency doesn't work because of it has to be real hurry. It has to be real offer. Should we use like a copywriting for the call to action button more aggressively, or just like a pushy a little bit? Should we use one image for another? If we use some joke and memes, do you really target the audience you sent, or only you understand? It's what happened for me. I'm very young, and most of my jokes is from Asian time, and not everybody understands them, which kind of tricky for me now. Anyway, you need to understand the goals. You need to build hypothesis. You have to choose the successful criteria and do this test all the time. Okay, we have 10 minutes left, and I should go to the metrics, to the most important thing. Metrics is, so we get the data, we change the communication. It's why we do the experiments. We have to change. When you change, you can do not just changing communication or business. You have to change maybe business model, and it makes you more successful in communication. So it's important to know where you locate, where is your place. Okay, role of email marketing. We know the strategy, and we have to understand where you are here in this map. What is your position? So can you answer for this question to yourself? And you will see which metric maybe you have to improve. But before we analyze metrics, let's see email marketer. Who is this? You have to create a copy and design and code. His like routine work. But not only this, he has also execution. You have to optimize this for different languages, create the segments, do integration, and understand and deploy everything and test the result. When it tests, you run a campaign, you see how it works. Maybe it's a deliverability issue, maybe you're in a spam and you do something, you do some experiments, and you plan the next emails, your content plan, your strategy. And even the bigger strategy level, when you have to understand and find with your business, what is a goal, what is a strategy, which tactics have we used to implement this, and based on this we do the plan of implementation. So many different things. If I will get the most important skills for each role here, you will see the big list, very very wide area of skills. So it's a copywriting. You have to understand how to write a code, maybe understand the different audience. You have to prepare design and know HTML and the way how to do something. You have to understand analytics, at least to answer the question, is it significant result or not? You have to build your bell curve and see intersection, understand statistics. You have to do A/B testing and okay, how it works, what is a variance, how to build not just A/B testing, but also how it works if you do nothing. Maybe it's not email. You need to understand how attribution works. It's a project manager, and because of a lot of people usually do something, you need to understand. You need to understand all deliverability, DKIM, SPF, DNS, where to put the message, how to understand. So a lot of it's only first column in my slide. So a lot of things. So how to measure him if he does so many things? And important thing, not just measure, but motivate him. So I gathered all the metrics I know about email marketer and split into 4 segments. First, in a column, the tactical and strategical. Tactical, it belongs to campaign. So one campaign, you send campaign, open clicks, revenue per campaign. And strategic, it's for contact centric. It's most important. It doesn't matter how many messages we send if he does what we need from him. And in the line, we have internal. You can usually easily add from your ESP, and external. Maybe it's from whole system, when you know the impact on this from ads, from your product, from not only email directly. So example of internal tactics is open clicks, bounce, delivery, spam rate, everything we have and discuss usually in ESP. And strategic external is lifetime value. Is his journey from new to loyal customer and all the metrics inside this based on context. It's his customer satisfaction. It's his ROI from this contact. It's customer acquisition cost. We always have to compare with LTV for this customer segment. So all the stuff. And what I found that most of the email marketers was hired for this strategic external needs. We need you to improve our retention, but measure for some reason for open clicks because if it's easy. And not all metrics are very easy to get. Not very clear to understand. Opens doesn't mean it's a read. You cannot track open because of cache. Low deliverability, is it because of reputation, or maybe because of you very pushy, or maybe you in a wrong folder in inbox. Click doesn't mean really interest. We can't measure click. Money, sometimes money is not even a success when you burn down your audience, when you just was very aggressive. You had a lot of money from this campaign, but it leads you for losing your customer audience and loyalty, and maybe you lost it strategically. So not every money motivates you. And the question I want to answer today, oh, sorry, I have limited time, but it's most important question from today, my presentation. If 50% of your salary you have for your good work, you do everything you need, you go in time for work, you work hard, you do everything you need, and 50% for result. And what is the result you have to track to motivate you to do the right thing? If you do open rate, so you send less and have high open rate. You have total opens, you just send more and more emails, so more revenue from it, just more, but in 2 months you have no database. What have to be something to really motivate you to do the right things, strategic things, lifetime value. Because of if you measure lifetime value, usually you can wait for months for result, months, but you need every month have a bonus for something. And I think that in a different moment of your business, it's a different metrics. If you have most money from to-do list, from shoe level. Just create this list and track how many things you did this month, this week. So track the number of implemented things. You will have most of the money, and you will motivate, organize your system well. When you did everything, another metric is track your time. Time you need for support. How long time you spent last month for this promotion email? 5 days. You worked in weekend. So now you need to optimize this time. And it is your KPI. Now you have to spend 3 hours for this. How we can help you? So it's operational, but you have a time for real marketing now. And then we have to do testing, and we need to learn and organize our knowledge. So what should we learn? What should we change if we know this? Okay, can we test this hypothesis? And how you test the hypothesis? Do you have an answer? It is your KPI. So not revenue. Revenue, we always look to the revenue, but it is not a KPI that motivates him to move in the right direction. Even if some hypothesis is not accepted, it doesn't mean that it's a wrong thing he did. And we need to motivate him. And the new metrics will come when you know something new. And you do this and continue and returning to constant improvement in a high level. So the main thing I wanted to share with you today, never waste time on your early strategy. Just don't write documents. Do your work and do your to-do list. Do your homework. Make every system stable and work and optimized. In the shoe level, do your best practices. In the high level, automate and optimize, and start to test. And recreate your strategy that only you know, because if you know your customers, and it's how you will have your metrics. Yes, it's all I can say for today. And if you have a question here and I don't have a time to answer, you always can contact me in LinkedIn.
Thank you, Dmitry. If you would please be a few minutes in the chat and someone has an urgent question, then you can answer there. It was really, really insightful. We discussed that this is something that they should learn in university for marketers. Really, really
appreciate it.
Thank
Always
you.
in touch. Thank you very much.